Hello and welcome back to the Oaks. We are just riding along in the Zerion in field 80. We're just giving this a bit of a cultivate, as this was canola, so just getting rid of the stubble. We have got the New Holland putting down some lime in field 2. You'll see that this texture looks a lot better now. So did the baling and then set the texture to what it should be. So it's a lot better on the eyes now. We are going to get this done. I've got the Manitou parked up over there. We bought a Bailey trailer and we put some lime on that for when we need to refill. We got 100 bales off this field. Let's just have a look. I think that's correct. Yeah, 100 bales off that one. So they are all in storage at the cow farm. So we are going to go now and start some ploughing in the grass fields because they need to be ripped up and reseeded. So just working our way around the edge of the field just to mark it out. I think this must have been a bowling green or something in a past life. That's how we'll role play that bit anyway. So we're going to get, I would imagine we'll do the marking out first, then we'll do some up and down rows, concentrating and trying to talk at the same time, and then we'll come round and we'll just tidy up headlands as we need to. I think this episode is mainly going to be trying to get our fields in a reasonable state for planting. We have got the opportunity to put canola in at the minute, so depending on progress we may well try and do that, as well as everything else that we've got to do, but we'll see. There is no mad rush. We take a look at the growth calendar while that saves. Look amongst yourselves. There we go. So we do have quite a while to plant everything. So like I said, there's no mad rush. But it'd be good to at least start to make a reasonable amount of progress. Well, we've had to come and refill the lime spreader. It's using a fair bit, as you would imagine. Probably more likely the size of the field rather than how much it's actually having to put down. So bring up course play, nearest waypoint, and go. Let's take a look at how the Zerion is doing. That is rather loud. That's plodding on nicely as well. Fantastic. So we can now go back to ploughing. You'll see we're nearly done the first headland and the marking out. We'll lower the plough again. Just navigate our way past this tree. Done a reasonably neat job, I think, actually. Would be much easier with the cheaty plough. But we're not going to do that this time anyway. So we'll navigate by the gate. Not quite sure how we're going to do this bit. Probably need to turn around. But yeah, I'll get this done and I'll see you when we start to do the up and downs. with some decent progress made and the light just about gone, I think we're going to call it for today, and I'll see you in the morning. Just before 5:30 in the morning. Nice early start so we can have a full day farming. I've set the lime spreading onto field number 80, so that's running away on course play. Now you'll have noticed that the grass has grown. It's still not defined as a proper field, let's say, so ploughing is still required, which is fine. I'd have been a bit miffed had we done all of that work for nothing, but yeah, it's needs to be done still, so not a problem at all. Now I should say that if you've watched the first episode, you'll know that the money has gone down significantly. I did buy a Fent just for the road speed, really, and the power, just to haul the bales around. Whether we'll keep all of the tractors or not, I'm not sure. Be interested to get your feedback on that. Don't want to have it too easy, but big map, need the road speed really, so it might be that we keep the Fent and trade the New Holland. Quite liking the case. We'll see. So yeah, let me know what you think, or indeed if we should get a different tractor altogether, but road speed is a must for this size of map. You can see in the distance the New Holland and the Bredal spreader working away nicely. The other thing that I've done is rather handily, well, there's two auto drive courses been released. I forget which one I'm using currently, but my plan is to basically just try them both and see which one I prefer. I think at the minute I've got the one from the auto drive guys, I think. Can't actually remember, but yeah, so we'll give them both a go and see how we get on. I'm on the wrong lane there. Raise the plough again and get lined up a little bit better. There we go. Turn GPS on, lower the plough, and off we go. Well, most of the field is done. Tidied up the headland down the bottom there and behind us, and we're just doing this last little triangular bit here, and then we'll tidy up the headland, or the little bits here as well. The lime spreading has not long finished in field 80, so that's all good. I think we'll leave the lime spreading now for today. I think we need to, once we've ploughed this, get the drill out, get it filled up, and start getting some crop in the ground. Need to have a think about what we want to plant, because obviously the window now is open for most of the arable crops, which is rather handy. Find that pretty good. So I'll get this finished and I'll see you when we are filling up the seeder. Last bag of seed going in, and this bag lifter makes it so much easier to do. A lot more forgiving maybe than the forks. But yeah, glad we've got that. Now we need to find some fertilizer. We'll go with the Nitram, I think. Doesn't make any difference in game, it just looks a bit different, and I guess allows you to role play it, I suppose, a bit better. Bring them in, there we go. 2 bags at a time seems to be the limit for the old Manitou. We'll get this topped up. It took 5,000 litres of seed. So not sure how much dirt it's going to hold, but we'll give it a whirl. There we go. We're going to reach. Yes, we are. Let's just tab to the fence. Might be actually be the same. 5,000 of each, possibly. Yeah, looks it. Right, we'll get topped up, and I'll see you in the field. Well, we're drilling. Gone for barley in this field, as it's a little smaller than the others. Now, I know I said no more liming today, but I have just set, and it's finished already, the worker in the grass field we just done. So was that field 87? It was 87, good guess. So that is all limed, which means once we've drilled this barley, we should be able to get in there and drill some grass. So I think that would be a decent achievement for one episode. So we'll get lifted up, get turned around. Now I've set a bit of a weird heading on this one, trying to set myself the longest edge, but yet to be seen whether that's worked out exactly how I wanted it to. Put the old GPS back on, lower it down, and crack on and get this field all seeded. Flying through this field. It's not taking long at all, which is good, which means we should get the grass one reseeded today. So it's worthwhile saying I am still on the first version of the map. Haven't updated it yet. Been following FarmSimBrisco's itch.io, and seems to be a few issues in some of the updates. So whilst they get resolved, I'm going to stick with what I've got. It's perfectly fine for what I'm doing at the minute. No, I haven't seen any major issues. There's a couple of little lumps and bumps in. There's one bump in one of the sheds in the yard and a couple in the fields that make it a bit difficult, but nothing that can't be resolved by a couple of different passes at different angles. So yeah, we'll hang on and wait till it's a little bit more stable. If I have to mess around and recreate the save, then so be it. But at the minute, what we're doing, it's working perfectly fine. Loving the map, very stable. Let's have a quick look at the old FPS. This is where it plummets. But yeah, depending on what you're doing and where you are, you know, 50 to top end of 50. Sometimes it goes down to about 30 something, where there's loads of trees or loads of buildings, vehicles, etc. But yeah, I don't think it's horrendous. The size of the map, it's I think it's performing rather well. So I don't think this is going to take us much longer. Headland's probably going to need 2 passes, especially with the church wall being there. Don't want to knock that down. So yeah, we'll crack on, do a little bit more. It's not going to take us much longer, and we'll catch up shortly. Working around the headland now, and we are going to have to do 2 passes in places, but we should have enough seed and fertilizer if we can catch all this in one pass. Not quite. Oh, tiniest bit missed. But yeah, not taking long at all. Love this drill. I think it is probably my favourite one from the point of view, well, with precision farming, let's put it that way, because it does act as a direct drill. So we take a quick look at our environmental score. You'll see the tillage set bar at the bottom. It's going up because yeah, it's a direct drill, so it likes that. We are going to have to come in and do the old weed spraying at some point. get all of that. There we go. But that's not a problem. We've got the sprayer, we've got the herbicide. So we can get it done. Yeah, nice, steady progress throughout the day so far. So we'll head back up, get this first headland pass done, and then get the field completely finished. Last bit of the headland to catch in this field. Let's see if we can't just get that little spot there as well. There we go. Brilliant. So that's the barley in. We better fold that up. Now it will need rolling, but we'll get to that once we have finished with the grass field over here. Now, fertiliser wise, I'm not too fussed actually. We could make do with what we got, I think. And then we'll come over it with the fertiliser spreader and get it up to a decent level. So obviously grass we can put as much on as we want. So we haven't got to worry about getting it all on in the first pass. Squeeze ourselves through the gate. We'll pull up over here. I'll get rid of the New Holland and we'll start getting the grass in the ground. Well, best laid plans and all that. So I thought before we do the drilling or seeding that I should buy the soil map, but it doesn't actually recognise this as a field. Now I'm wondering whether we need to sample it manually. That might work. So what I'll do is I'll grab a tractor. We'll lease a I don't remember what they're called now, Azaria Scout, and we will sample this and see what it does. I've taken a couple of samples. We will just do a quick test and make sure that that works before we spend the time driving around the rest of the field. See, it has. Now, my only concern still is there's not a environmental score overall. I suppose the only thing it might do is, I don't know, attach it to something else. Let's just have a quick look at the farmland. See, yeah, it's got its own little section. So, okay, never mind. Right, change of plan then. I'll whiz around, sample the whole field, and at least then we know what the soil type is, and precision farming in the drill might pick it up, and yeah, we'll see. So soil samples taken and analysed, and we have got save going on. We have got majority loam, a little bit silty clay down the bottom, and still no environmental score. So weird, but not game breaking issue really. It's only a grass field. But yeah, at least we are doing it so that we'll get the best yield we can. Like I said, we'll come through with the fertiliser spreader next time probably. But yeah, I'm pleased with the progress today. Decent sized field to plough up. Several fields limed, and we will have 2 drilled. So yeah, all good really. Tight this field with this massive seeder, but hey, it's gonna come in handy when we're doing field 2, that's for certain. I'm thinking for that field we will put canola in, I think, just because it's huge and we got 100 bales off it last time. So yeah, I'm thinking canola in there. We've put barley in 80. Grass is going into 87. Not sure on 81. That needs to be cultivated. And we'll decide about these another time. Same thing I think I'm going to do with 86 and 88. Probably off screen. Get those ploughed up. And we'll get them drilled. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit fields to get prepped and ready for drilling. Last couple of passes now, and wasn't the neatest of drilling, but we got there in the end. There's a tiny little bit down there that I want to grab as well, just for my OCD. Let's stick the wood back up, and we might just get this done with the first layer of fertiliser. 600 litres left, I would think so. We haven't put a great deal on, but like I say, we're going to come back through with the Amazon spreader and max it out for nitrogen. So this last little bit, and then the field is done. There we go. Excellent. This horse drill has done a power of work today. Very good indeed. You'll see the class tucked into the hedgerow there, just waiting to be taken back to the farm. So, busy day, or busy morning should I say, still only just after 9 o'clock. I think what we'll do is I might roll one of the fields off screen. Next time we'll carry on, pretty much rinse and repeat. Get a lot of the field prep done, get some crops in the ground. So thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.